What is up, YouTube? So anybody that has a CGC account saw that they're running the 10/10 special, they call it. So there's a discount on modern books if you send 15 or more. For me, I have the middle package. They're $18 a book. It's a pretty good deal, right? It's like $4.50 a book off of the grading price for me, since I'm a mid-tier member. So I pulled a couple books, a bunch of books that I want to send off to get graded, and there's like 25 here, so I'm gonna narrow it down to 15. So my ask is, leave me a comment. Let me know which ones you guys would grade, which ones you would pass on. But these are all kind of cool. Some of them, there's 2 copies of them in here. I'm gonna obviously pick the better of the 2, but I just want to rifle through these and see what anyone watching thinks of what I should send. So obviously this book on top is Alias #1. This is the first appearance of Jessica Jones. It is pretty high grade. It does have a little bit of spine wear. I still say it's a new mint book, but they're kind of harsh on some of these modern books with the spine stress on them. I have 2 Dazzler #1s that are both really nice copies. I just don't know which one's nicer, but I think they're both contenders, to be honest with you. This is a Fantastic Four 353. This is the first appearance of Mobius from the TVA. Very fine plus, new mint. You know, it's not perfect, but it's nice. Probably 9.0 range on that one. I do have 2 Guardians of the Galaxy #1. I know this isn't a super valuable book, so this isn't a grade for value for me. This is a grade just because I want the stupid book slabbed. This is the first appearance of Taserface, who has a major role in the Guardians movie. Just kidding, he doesn't, but he has a role in the Guardians movie. And I have 2 copies. You see on the sides there, you got some ticks on both of them. Both nice, but you know, I'm gonna look at them under light. This one I already see some stuff that can be pressed out in the cover. This one looks a little bit better, so one of those would be going out. This book was an under the radar book. I kind of picked this up because I thought it was funny. Howard the Duck #1. I think this is like volume 5. Zdarsky. This is the first appearance of Gwen Pool, which really wasn't important, but now Gwen Pool is in the Fortnite game, popping up kind of all over the place. So I'm curious to see where that character ends up. Right there on the bottom, plus Gwen Pool. This is a pretty high grade too. A couple more little tiny ticks that I may be able to get out, but I would say, you know, that 9.0 range-ish, maybe a little better. This is cool. I had this in my box to be graded for a while, but never pulled the trigger on it. This is Infinite Crisis #5, the variant cover, which I actually wish I had cover A, because cover A has the first cover and obviously the first appearance of the 3rd Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes. But this is a contender also. Beautiful book. This should be a 98 contender. So, but I don't send a lot of DC books out, so that's big for me. I have a Long Shot #1. Also not perfect, but on the higher side. Cover looks great, corners look great, but there are a couple little ticks in it. That's the first full Long Shot in first full spiral. I have this, which I also think is high grade, but I don't know if they're going to hit me on that, because that's not my fault, or that's not anybody's fault. It has like a weird bend in that staple. That might have just been the way it was put together. But other than that, this could be a contender. And it's a newsie. I have a Miss Marvel #1. Also very nice. Probably 8.0-ish, 8.5, because it does have a little wear on that corner. It does have a slight color break fold there. I don't know if it's completely color break, but I don't think I pressed this yet, so obviously I'm going to press it before I send it out. But either way, this one's going. I have a Nova #1, very similar to Miss Marvel. Little rub on the corner. That'll be that 8.0-ish range book. It's been in my box for a while saying, please grade me. Haven't yet. This one also is the first appearance of Agent Venom. This might be a contender. This is a really, really tight copy of this book. So, any Star Wars fans out there, you know why with this one. First appearance of Rey, Finn, also the, I think, first cameo of Captain Phasma, if I remember correctly. But there's a couple first appearances in this book, and it's a contender. It's a perfect book in my opinion. All right, this one is far from perfect. I got this in a dollar bin, but this is the first appearance of Gamora. It's a 2.0 at best. You can see the spine's all beat up. It's got some staining. It does have hole punches in the cover under that sticker. It's beat to crap. But it's complete. It's all there. And it is the first Gamora. So even if it's a 2.0, I'd be fine with that because it's a cool book. Fix my camera here. All right, so we got Thor, God of Thunder, #2. This is the first full Gore the God Butcher. Also contender, in my opinion. I don't even think it needs to go in the press. It's good just as it sits, but up and under light. And then lastly, I have this Uncanny 142, and I have a couple copies of this one. This is the better. If you looked at it from top to bottom, you'd be like, oh, it's a nice looking copy. Until you get to that bottom corner. You got some smushing going on there, a scratch. So I'm going to say as it sits, it's probably like a 6.5. But I already have 141 graded at an 8.5. So I don't know if I should do this one or not just because of that damn corner. But my other ones are way worse than this one. My one, the whole spine shot on. This is the nicest one I have. So let me know what you think. I am going to put these under light, press them, see which ones I think are best, see which ones are probably a pass because of the condition. But I do want to send 15 books out. So if you're watching this, even if you only know like 1 or 2 of them, leave them in the comments. Let me know which ones you would send out. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.